Sometimes we go through challenges in our day, week, month, year, and that will result into an emotion, either being sadness or anger, frustration, disappointment, whatever that is, whatever negative emotion that is. So stress. So different challenges bring up different emotions. And while you are working through the emotion, understanding what the message it brings, so that you can better understand yourself, better understand what how can I say this? When you understand what message your emotion is bringing, then you will be able to make changes. You understand yourself better, and then you'll be able to make changes. Those changes might involve you asking, you behaving differently, and even letting go. So all different emotions have different purposes, but they are your friends. But sometimes in a moment you are too hooked onto that emotion and you're feeling it intensively. Now when you bump into someone and they say, "Hi, how are you?" and sometimes you might want to talk, and some people like to talk as a way of dealing with it, and some others don't. Like I tend to just want to keep everything to myself. Okay, I'm happy to talk once I have passed and once I've dealt with that myself, then I'm happy to talk. But if it's in a moment I'm feeling it, I don't want to talk. Okay. So there's no right or wrong. Different challenges leads to different emotions, and we all feel differently. So you don't want to lie, you don't want to talk about it, and you've got this extra pressure. Sort of, if you talk about it, it's not the moment, and if you don't want to lie, it's saying, "Yeah, I'm good, I'm fine." Sometimes we just say, "I'm okay." Okay. So, how about acknowledging with a little singing? Hoops inside my head, hoops inside my head. Okay, just to lift the energy. You might not feel like singing because the energy is too much, there's too much momentum, and to sing. But you could say the word of go hoops, because a hoop is sort of circle, it just goes round and round and round until it gets resolved. So I've got hoops inside my head, I've got hoops inside my head, hoops inside my head, I've got hoops inside my head, hoops inside my head, I've got hoops inside my head, hoops inside my head, I've got hoops inside my head. And then when you're ready, you can just go, "I want my hoops outside my head, I've got want my hoops outside my head, I want my hoops outside my head, I want my hoops outside my head." I don't know, just try. I don't know if that will work, but it's like a repeating mantra, more upbeat. So think about your emotions, find out what message is bringing, but when it's time to sort of let go, because you don't want to ruminate, because then you create too much momentum and it may no longer be needed or serving you. So instead of repeating those thoughts in your head or allowing them to come non-stop, once you've given enough attention, question it, identify it, and then now it's time to move and let them to one side. Just go, hoots inside my head, got hoots inside my head, got hoots inside my head, got hoots inside my head, hoots inside my head, got hoots inside my head. And then move your body, because when you move your body, you're shifting energy. Okay, and you're feeling a little better because the body releases tension through movement, exercise, dance, and rewards you with good endorphins. Okay, And when you've got a mantra in your head, either an affirmation or a word, neutral, positive, or even a little song, it just distracts your mind temporarily, and that's allowing you to shift the energy a little bit. So, hoods inside my head, got hoods inside my head. Hoods inside my head, got hoods inside my head. I want my hoods outside my head. I want my hoods outside my head. Okay, I've got hoods inside my head. I've got hoods inside my head. I want my hoods outside my head. I want my hoods outside my head. Okay, try, you try. Got hoods inside my head. 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 And outside, we have to put outside. I want my hoods outside my head. I want my hoods outside my head. I want my hoods outside. Just a lot of words. If you've got a lot in your head, you might not be able to say all of those words in one go. Just go with the tune. Inside. Outside. Got hoods inside my head. Got hoods inside my head. I want my hoods outside my head. I want my hoods outside my head. Head. I've got my hoods inside my head. Got my hoods inside my head. I want my hoods outside my head. I want my hoods outside my head. Come on. Just a little neutral to positive distraction, I would call it. Okay, you might think that is silly, but anything that focuses your mind. Got hoods inside my head. Got hoods inside my head. I am certain that if you spend 5 minutes straight just saying that, you would feel the energy shift because you stopped giving attention to something that may no longer be serving you, at least in that moment. Okay? Got hoods inside my head. Got hoods inside my head. I want my hoods outside 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 my head. Okay, don't worry if you go through struggles, because we all do. Our brain is all wired the same way, and is sort of wired to look for problems. So when you're looking for problems and paying attention to problems, you don't feel as good. Okay, but problems encourage you to look in the direction of solutions, and once you resolve something, something else comes up, and that's just the cycle of life. Having said that, if you feel that you are struggling with your emotions, if it is too much and if it's affecting your health, mentally, physically, your relationships and even work, then speak with your doctor so that they can support you into finding solutions. Okay, there is help out there for yourself, others that are affected by it, or even from anyone that you may be feeling unsafe from. But if it's something you're managing, just little things, just positive distractions, breathe in through the belly, and slowly out. Breathe in, and slowly out. And have a little mantra. Hoods inside my head. Hoods inside my head. I want my hoods outside my head. I want my hoods outside my head. Bye for now. Good luck. Worry not. Love. A loving, comforting, supportive hug for those times of need when you don't believe or struggling a little bit more. Bye for now. Bye bye.